Welcome back to Yogaxpress, your virtual stretch clinic that helps you move the body to still the mind. My name is Suresh. I'm your host for this program. Today's episode, once more, we have our special guest, Dr. Mike Diaria, back with us. After the last episode, I actually called him and I said, let's focus on breathing techniques, and I want you to help us understand how breath and balance are connected. So we're going to do some balance postures today. And before we do that, thanks to Sandy Kane's reminder, one of our other participants, thanks to her reminder, we're actually going to take you through some breathing exercises before you do the balance posture. So when we start practicing the breathing techniques, it actually helps focus your mind inward, and that helps you stay centered, and it helps our balance. Now, before we move on, I'd like to thank, first of all, our director, Josiane Hurd. Josiane, thanks for holding the fort. As usual, you're doing a great job, so thank you so much. Deshan Pretler, a facilitator, responsible for the studio lights, the settings, and the gobos. Gobos are the big designs behind us that you see on the screen. So thank you so much. Opening music from a track called Sapta Tandavam, and body music by Cesar de Parra. The Cesar de Parra actually created the body music just for Yogaxpress. And now for the introductions, I'd like to, from my extreme left, we have Jonathan Boothe. Jonathan, you came in the last episode as well, so welcome back.
Thank you very much.
Did Dr. Mike's explanations help you understand the postures better now?
Yes, it did, because as he was explaining what the stretching does, I actually were feeling it in the parts of the same body that he was relating to, such as when I was putting my right hand with the right ankle and I was stretching and I was moving
so
this
open
back.
Up the shoulder.
Yeah, it felt
good.
It was kind of painful, but I'm like, I should get used to pain as long as I'm doing it the right way. Yeah.
So it's a spinal awareness. So it was really good. So thank you for that.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it. That was good. So that's why we need you to come more often, Dr. Mike. I'm going to save Dr. Mike's introduction for the last. To my immediate left, we have Lana Parr. Lana is going to give it her all today. Balance postures are a little bit of a challenge for her, but she did so well yesterday. I dragged her back and I said, with the breathing and Dr. Mike's explanations, balance will not be a problem at all. So Lana, welcome back.
Thank you.
What are you expecting to do today? You a little worried about the balance?
I can get up and go on my knees, but the trouble is I can't get up very easily.
That's okay. You don't have to.
No,
today we're not doing
I like to though, because I have been exercising at home.
Right.
They feel a little bit more limited.
Well, that's what we are doing is we're starting from standing, seated, prone, and supine. So in the next episode, when we do the seated postures, feel free to join us again, and we will help you get up. That's not a problem. But I think you're making such good progress.
Well, it's not a pretty sight when I try to get up.
That's okay. It's about how you feel. If you feel good, we've got Dr. Mike to help you. Watch your spine, keep an eye on yourself. You'll be fine.
Thank you.
So welcome back. To my extreme right, we have Naked Cowgirl, Sandy Kane. Sandy, you can see Sandy in Times Square, 46 and Broadway?
46 and Broadway by the Marriott Hotel, or right in that middle island.
Sandy, you also have your own show right here, right? At M&M?
Thank you for mentioning it. And I soon get my time slot. It will be after 11, because sometimes it gets a little...
It's adults only.
Adults. Yeah, but I really believe that children will not ever be hurt by Sandy Kane, because I speak the truth, and it's nothing I think obscene. I think, kids, I just really don't think that I could ever hurt a child.
I don't think you could hurt anybody.
Because I'm funny. I always make things as a person that had to work as a stripper, and I am like flexible and love to dance and stuff. I always did things with just a sense of humor, because I always go, how come I'm doing this?
Welcome back to the show.
Well, and I just want to say that you've really affected me, besides having great guests on your show, like this gentleman here. When I'm home and you always say, hold the postures. When I'm practicing on a chair, I put my foot up on a chair, because the kitchen is a great place to exercise.
That's right. You have a counter there. So
yeah, the counter or with chairs,
Right.
and I do a little. And you've really helped me hold the postures and just really key in on stretching and just yoga.
That's right. Welcome back. That's
Thank
good.
you,
That was a
Banu.
beautiful explanation. Dr. Mike Diore, the big moment you've all been waiting for. I know that you've seen Dr. Mike several times before, but these couple of episodes, in fact, the last episode today and the next couple of days, are very important, especially important because Dr. Mike is going to focus on children's spinal health. You don't see kids here, but we all know or have kids, and I think we could take that knowledge to them because we tape outside of school hours. During school hours, it's a little hard to get the kids here on the mat. Dr. Mike, what do you have planned for us today?
Well, one thing that I didn't talk about the last episode was when you're talking about a child's spine, a lot of times the toys and things we do with them as they're growing up through the years aren't exactly right for the spine, and we're starting to find that it causes a lot of dysfunction and abnormal postures.
Right.
Like
When you say, abnormal, what do you
like
mean?
a lot of times if you're laying a child or an infant down and they'll put a pillow behind their head, which will prop their head up a little bit, and that's actually starting to decrease the curve in the neck. Like if you actually lay the child on the back, their head can come back just
So
like the
should they use
poses
a
we're
pillow
doing
or
here.
no?
Yeah, what about adults?
Adults, same thing. Yeah, if you have a straight neck, sometimes it might actually be good to lay without a pillow, sleeping.
Right.
I tell a lot of patients to do that to help with
Well,
the
what
curve.
I do is when I first lay down, I use a pillow, and then when I really want to fall asleep, I take the pillow off and lay flat.
Yeah.
So here's my question. As a child, do you recommend that they should use a pillow or no?
As a child, yeah, as long as it's keeping their head straight and neutral. You don't want the head to come forward
Oh,
too
I
much.
see. So
like
it shouldn't
bigger
be a very
pillows.
high pillow, maybe just a pillow that curves into the neck.
Yeah, and infants should never use them.
Right, because the body has, the back of the body appears to have the back of the neck, the back of the knees, and the low back, and the back of the ankle. They all have natural curves, so we should try and maintain those, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's good. And I, like Sandy, I don't like using pillows at all, actually. So is that good as an adult? Is that okay?
Yeah, it's perfectly
Because
fine.
I find it hurts me when I have the pillow and it sort of
Yeah,
strains
because it's
my
bringing
neck.
your head forward. Because
Right.
from doing all the yoga, you probably have a really good curve in your neck. So when you
So
use the
it's-
pillows, it's bringing it too
It's
far
actually
forward.
hurting. Yeah, it hurts.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's
Well,
why
I'm on the right
sorry.
track.
I
No.
think that's why I have severe back pain, lower back pains when I wake up in the morning.
Do you use a pillow?
2 pillows, yes.
Too. It could be one of the
pillows.
reasons.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
it's really painful. It takes quite a while for it to go away.
Right. How can? Are there postures? Today we're going to do balance. So is there a way that'll help? We can strengthen our back doing balance postures, right? Because you have to tighten your
Yeah, the
back and
midsection.
the abdominals. Okay. Before we do our balance postures today, we're first going to do a couple of simple breathing exercises. They're called alternate nostril breathing, anulom, vilom. So anulom is left side, vilom is right side. So basically, here's what we're going to do. We're all going to sit. You can stay right there. You can do the breathing technique right where you are. The rest of us are either going to sit on our heels or sit cross-legged, the way Sandy and Dr. Mike and Jonathan, which way? You and I are going to sit on our heels. Now, we're going to be a while on this. So whenever you want to come out of it, feel free. And you can always go cross-legged. Those of you at home, you want to sit in any posture that helps bring your torso up, because that's where, between the hips and the shoulders, where most of your glands and organs are located. Of course, I haven't forgotten the brain and everything else up here, but also this is where you want to open up. Keep it nice and open so all that oxygen helps replenish your inner body. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to sit whichever way you're sitting. If you're sitting with your legs crossed, keep your index and thumb touching each other. and keep your palms open if you're sitting cross-legged. Those of us who are sitting on our heels, we're going to do the same thing, index and thumb touching each other, but we're going to keep palms down. So palms up if you're sitting cross-legged, palms down if you're sitting on your heels. Lana, palms down. That's good. Keep your eyes closed. First, take a full, deep breath. Start with the belly, then move up to the mid-body, and then go up all the way to the chest, and then do a deep exhale. That's the first step. We're going to first take that, and then we'll do the breathing technique. So first, take a deep breath. Exhale. Now, here's what you're going to do. Fold the first 3 fingers into your palm. Keep your little finger and your thumb open in the right hand. If you're naturally a right-hander, and even if you're not, try and use your right hand. It's so much simpler to explain. Keep the tip of your thumb is placed at the point where your nostril touches your nose. So right there. And then the little finger is on the left nostril. So your thumb is on the right nostril, little finger on the left nostril. So first you need to feel those points. So first let us understand what those points do for us. Take your little finger off for just a moment. Take a deep breath in. Place your little finger back on the left nostril. Release the thumb and exhale through the right nostril. Let's inhale through the right nostril. Place the thumb back on the right nostril. Release the little finger. Exhale through the left. That's 1 round of Anulom Vilom. We're going to do 3 rounds, and when we do it this time, we're actually going to do it to a count. So what we're going to do is inhale to the count of 2, hold your breath to the count of 1, exhale to the count of 4. We'll do that 3 times. Each time we'll increase the holding times and the breathing in and out times as well. Exhale should always be longer than the inhale. That said, one quick precaution: if you are either prone to asthma or you are already struggling with asthma, you do not want to hold your breath. And you want to make sure that your exhale is definitely longer than the inhale. So let's try that. If your breathing is okay and if your nasal passage is clear today, join us. Right thumb on the right nostril, at the base of the right nostril. Keep your little finger open. We're going to inhale through the left nostril. When you inhale through the left, it energizes the brain on the right side, and it's the other way on the other nostril. So inhale to the count of 2. Hold. Place your little finger on your left nostril and hold. Release the thumb. Exhale to the count of 4. Inhale through the right nostril to the count of 2. Place your thumb back on the right nostril. Hold. Release your little finger. Exhale through the left to the count of 4. The second and third time around, I'm not going to call it out. You're going to join us. We're doing a loud inhale and exhale, because while I'm calling, I'm not able to count, so I need to breathe with you. So let's do that. Inhale through the left to the count of 2. Hold. Place your little finger on the left nostril. Exhale through the right nostril. Inhale through the right. Hold. Right nostril, right thumb on the right nostril. Exhale through the left. One last inhale through the left nostril. Hold. Exhale through the right. Place your hands back on your knees. You will notice as your practice gets deeper and deeper, your holding times get longer and longer, and you get a really heady feeling. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised. I already have a heady feeling today with just that little bit of breathing. I want to get some feedback. Jonathan, how do you feel?
Light.
You feel a little lightheaded, right? I always feel that every time I do the inhales.
I do too.
You do, you feel it. And plus, I remember before we started today's episode, you were saying, I don't want to do the exhales because you had a bit of a cold.
Yeah.
This is actually good for This is actually good for clearing your sinuses because the air goes right through the passage.
It feels better.
You feel so much better. And remember too, Lana, when you're inhaling through both nostrils, you're energizing both sides of the brain. So you get that light, heady feeling, but when we go out of the studio, you're going to be on top of the world. Sandy, how do you feel, my dear? I noticed your exhales were beautiful, very nice and long.
Oh, thank you. I'm just high.
She's high.
Who needs drugs, right?
Right,
No,
feeling
just
good.
saying, there is a high. It's an I tried it last night.
It's a healthful high, yeah.
As I said,
definitely.
because you had said about the exhilarating feeling. And
Yes.
Whoa. I bought it. I need it too.
That's right. Dr. Mike, any explanations for that? Why do we feel so heady? Because I remember yesterday...
Because you're focusing on your breathing and getting more oxygen, but
Right.
one thing I actually just didn't realize till now is we're actually in perfect posture while we're breathing.
Right.
So we're taking all the tension off all the muscles where normally we breathe throughout the day slunched over. Or
That's why we don't
just
get the
walking
heady
around,
feeling through
like,
the day,
on the phone,
right.
like we're just breathing, but we're in perfect posture and controlling our breathing. So you're getting a better supply of oxygen. So you're going to feel
Well
more
said.
focused.
I like the way you explained that because when we're doing a conscious breathing, we're actually really energizing ourselves. Through the day
Yeah.
we breathe as well, but we don't feel high.
Like on your own time, like not on a
Right.
show, like you could try doing what we just did, but then try it like hunched over your desk, like holding a phone,
It's not
just
gonna work.
breathing, doing the breathing through the nose.
Right.
And you'll see there's a huge difference.
That reminds me of what I tried when I first started practicing this kind of breathing. I was actually sitting in the back of a bus and practicing on my own. In fact, I even tried the ujjayi, one through the back of the throat. Someone turned around, they thought I was having a heart attack. So, sometimes you just have to zen everyone out and just practice. So remember, breathing can give you a healthful high. So stay with us. You'll learn more breathing techniques every day.
Can I just mention something that you've also helped me with? I have noticed when I'm, a lot of times I eat and watch TV. And I always notice I'm slumped over. And I think people out there, you should really realize how slumped over you are. And if you can practice not being so slumped over,
Right.
I think it'll really help. And sometimes I just go like that, because oh man, that's
Right,
really
but
gotta
that's
be
just
bad
being
for you.
aware. It's being aware of the body,
that
and we
bad
need
for
guests
you?
like Dr. Mike to point it out. No,
I know, isn't that bad?
Yeah.
Like, it's like, and then you get up and your back hurts. So if you can constantly,
Right.
while you're watching TV, just kind of consciously sit up instead of
That's
slump
right,
over.
slouch.
And it's kind of a jump from A to C, but we're talking about kids before too.
Right,
but
no, it's not a joke.
also-
I wanted you to bring that
yeah,
focus.
it starts to
please.
like kids are always wearing backpacks and carrying books and
Yeah.
stuff
True,
like that throughout
true,
school.
that's so true.
And a lot of times, like even high school, mostly you're having a full stack of books in your bag.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
a
because they
lot of
make you bring them every day.
Yeah,
Of
because
course
you don't have time
a
to
lot
go
of
back
the
to your
schools-
locker.
A lot of the schools, don't they allow you to keep a set of books at school?
Yeah, you
One
keep
set
them
at
in school,
home?
but you don't have time to go to your locker. From what I remember, between
Oh,
classes.
right,
So you
yeah.
have the heavy backpack, and
Yes.
myself that I noticed too, and most people included, you just keep it on one shoulder.
Right.
Because you're just going to class, but over time, like that's hours every day, then weeks, then years. So it slowly deforms your spine and brings you
My
down to one
shoulders
side.
always like that
Oh,
with your
right,
bottom.
Well,
right.
it's also altering your posture because you have the bag on your back pulling you.
I actually,
So
you
it's
know
really
what?
My sister
starting
had
to
that
deform
problem.
your spine.
You brought up an excellent one. I want to, in fact, try and understand. I thought backpacks will actually help them stand upright. No?
Not
It
when,
doesn't.
Not when they're filled with.
Oh,
like
it's
20
too heavy.
pounds of
Okay,
books.
okay, I see what you mean. Okay. Yeah, so that way it weighs
right.
them down when it's there.
Yeah,
so
it's
it
like one of the
collapses
good
it.
things about electronics. I mean, maybe in the future is a lot of books will actually be on
Compressed into those
compressed into
little
electronics, so you don't have to carry them around.
That's right. And then all we have to do is wear thicker eyeglasses. Right?
Students will just start carrying around one little.
One little pad. You know,
pad.
it's already happening. I mean, people
Yeah.
have this notepad, BlackBerry, whatever. They've got everything electronically. But the paper product needs to be around as well, right? We still need that.
Pencil and paper.
Very good
I mean,
point.
that's me.
That's right.
unfortunately. No, but I had to copy something off the internet with a pencil and paper.
That's right. Let's all stand up. We're going to take you, viewers, through some standing balance postures before we freeze into these. Now, Lana, I'm going to place this chair. That's good. Let's keep it right there. Actually, maybe even here. Let's keep it here. You use it as you need it, but let's let it stay there. You're not going to need your jacket, so we're going to put that there. Now, the first balance posture, and you may want to stand right there. Transfer your weight to the right leg. It's a tree. So in Sanskrit, it's called vriksha. Transfer your weight to the right leg. So when you're in balanced posture, your body automatically aligns itself over the standing leg. Turn your left knee out to the side. Place your right hand on your right hip. Look at a point in front of you that doesn't move. So we're going to look either at the base of the tripod, the camera stand, or maybe one of the cones, the orange cones. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Hold on to your left ankle with your left hand. Attach the sole, and Lana, you may want to hold the back of the chair with your right hand. Attach the sole of your left foot to the inside of the upper right thigh, or your right calf, or your right ankle, whatever it is. Hold it right there. Look at a point that doesn't move. When you're ready, place both palms in front of your chest. Press your wrists in. Lana, you don't want to let your hands go. Inhale, take your arms up. And if you fall out of a posture, get right back in. Don't worry about it. Get back in. Exhale, release, bring your palms down. And then, see, I came right out. Exhale. Bring your posture down very slowly. I came out a little fast. I lost my balance. But it's okay. When you do it at home, you want to bring it down as gracefully as possible. Transfer your weight to your left leg. Turn your right knee out to the side. Place your left hand on your left hip, and Lana, you want to hold the back of the chair with the left hand. Inhale, raise your right foot up. Hold on to the right ankle with the right hand. Attach the sole of the right foot to the inside of the upper left thigh, calf, or ankle. When you're nice and steady out there, place your palms in front of your chest. Press your wrists in, so you're getting a double massage for your wrists as well. Take your arms up. If you come out, get right back into your posture. Do not give up on yourself. Exhale and release. Very gently, let's lower the right leg and bring it down to the floor. Now, as we keep practicing, you might notice one side feels steadier than the other. As you keep practicing, your holding times will increase and you will be a lot more confident as well. Bring your right foot out in front of you. Take your left foot back. Thank you, Josiane. Both feet face the front of the room. And Lana, for this one, you may want to go back because you're going to hold the back of the chair. So let's put this here. That's good. Right foot is out, left foot is back. The front of both your feet face the front of the mat. Press your palms in. Inhale, take your arms up. Lean forward, so transfer your weight to your right leg, which means you raise your left heel off of the floor. Now, here's what we're going to do. We are going to dip the torso, raise the left leg. Exhale and dip. We're going to look at the mic or something closer to us because we cannot look out as far as the stand, base of the tripod. Lana, you want to hold the back of the chair as you raise your left leg. That's it. Use both your hands. Inhale. Let's come up. Exhale and release. Dr. Mike, I wanted to ask you, as we're going to switch to the other side, let's switch legs. Bring the left foot in front, take the right foot back. When we went down, what is it that is helping our spine stay steady? Is it the abs in front? Is it the low back?
Yeah, more so the core strength.
The core in the front of the body, okay. And is there anything that we need to be careful about? Because none of us want to hurt ourselves. So as far as the spine is concerned, or with kids, for example?
On a similar note, I was going to point out, like with someone in Lana's condition, like
Right.
a lot of patients I have, like I'll adjust them and do all the chiropractic work, but a lot of times it's
Right.
more about the things throughout the day, like their activities of daily living, trying to improve
Right.
them. And just even getting out of a chair could be difficult for some people.
Yes.
And before the show's over too, I'll show you like a minor modification a lot of people do without
That would be good.
even realizing it, but we're doing it all day long and it's
Right.
causing more damage to the spine.
Okay, no, you feel free to show us any modification through Lana, even while we are in the posture. We don't even have to wait till the end.
Yeah, well, just a way to
anytime.
apply all your posture training from
Okay.
yoga to everyday activities.
And also I find that when we are on one leg, if I bring my right hip forward, it helps me stay a little steadier. Is that correct?
Probably
Instead of
probably
taking
have
it back,
slight
right?
hip misalignment.
Move, oh yeah, okay, that's what I
So
need to
one
do.
side's
Adjust
usually
my...
going to be more stable.
Yeah, that is true, so true. Press your palms in. Lean your body weight forward. So transfer your weight to your left leg. Raise your right heel. Inhale. Take your arms up. Exhale. Dip your torso, Lana. You want to hold the back of the chair. Dip your torso. Raise your right leg up. And if you feel very steady, you might want to flex your right foot. Look at a point that doesn't move. Inhale. Let's come up. Lower the right leg. Exhale and release. This is one of the 6 balance postures in our sequence that is a little bit troublesome, because when you are getting in and out of this particular posture, you want to be sure nothing is within view. You start off looking at a point in the distance and then your gaze has to move forward. So that becomes a little bit difficult, but we do the best we can. We're going to workshop it for you. Now transfer your weight to the left leg this time. Left hand is on the left hip. Inhale, you want to hold the back of the chair with the left hand. Inhale, raise the right foot, hold on to the right big toe. Now in this one, I don't have to worry too much because Jonathan and Sandy are both far away from me, so no one's going to kick me. Exhale and extend. Now, Jonathan, I know you've attempted to go to the side. Oh, I better not underestimate Lana. Look at her. Well done. Exhale. No, good job. Exhale and extend. If you want to do what Lana was attempting and Jonathan is doing, and I know everyone else can do except me, turn your leg out to the side. Well done, Lana.
No.
Inhale and release.
I have this big chair at home.
Oh, you practice at home?
Yeah, but when I try to get up, have you seen people, elderly people that can't get up
Right,
from the chair, and I keep coming like this.
Well, she's got a lot of practice at home, so good job.
Don't worry.
I know. I was surprised. I actually wasn't even afraid. I said, oh, it's Lana. She's not going to go out to the side.
Well.
She's bringing her leg out to me, and I had to go back. Transfer your weight to the right leg. Inhale, raise the left foot up. Hold on to the left big toe. Exhale and extend. Now, balance postures are especially challenging, and it doesn't mean that we are not experienced or we haven't had enough practice. It just means that some days we just feel a lot more focused. And we are in the studio.
Right?
We are in the studios. Exhale, very gently, release. And in the studios, it can be a little distracting, but we are holding, our holding times are longer just for you, with all the lights and the sound and music and everything in the background. It can be a little distracting, but we'll do the best we can. Two more standing balance postures. While we're getting in and out of those postures, I'd like to acknowledge our crew, our one-person crew, Josie and Hurt. Thank you so much. Our facilitator, Deshaun Pretlow. On behalf of Sandy Kane, our special guest, Dr. Mike Dioria, Lana Parr, and Jonathan Boothe, this is Suresh signing off. You are watching Yogaxprss. Transfer your weight to the right leg. Hold on, right hand on the right hip. Hold on to your left ankle from behind. Natraj or dancer's pose. Look at a point that doesn't move. This time we're going to look at the cone in front of us. Inhale the right arm up. Keep your gaze nice and steady. Exhale, fold from the hip. Lower your torso, raise the left knee. That's it. Lana, hold on the back of the chair. Hold on to the back of the chair with the left hand. Actually, no, you've got the left hand on your left ankle. Inhale. You're doing the right thing. Exhale and release. My apologies. You're doing the right thing. Now, place your left hand on your left hip. Transfer your weight to the left leg. Hold on to the right ankle from behind. Once you feel nice and steady, inhale the left arm up. Exhale, dip your torso.